Well, buddy, we lived. We lived a week. Big, crazy, scary, chunky, chewy week of craziness.
Yes, those are some interesting words, but yes.
You made it through. We made it through. We even, in making it through, had the opportunity to play some games.
Yep.
Which is, if you think about it, pretty freaking cool and pretty lucky. Because there's a lot of people that are struggling out there and all that other stuff, and we certainly are thinking about them. But honestly, that is not what we are doing tonight, because it's Friday, and we wanted to have some fun, and we wanted to get together and play a game. And the guys over at Armchair Dragoons, during the middle of the week, said, we want to go out there and we want to play this game by Gale Force 9 called just Tanks! Exclamation point. Which has led my wife, your mother, to consistently say, if I say tanks, she replies,
You're welcome.
Right. And so that joke has been running around my house all week as we've been building sets. But I got really excited, to be honest, because when you take a look inside the starting guide, the user manual for tanks, you discover that the starting scenario is actually Barkmann's Corner. One of the famous stories of World War II. A lot of debate about whether it's true or not. I'm not getting into that. But it is a great story, one way or the other. And we had played it in a related scenario for What a Tanker by Two Fat Lardies. And so I knew the story, and I'd set up. So I said, great, we'll do this. And this led me to want to go back and do something that I'd experimented with for a while, which is the ability you have to bring in a historical spot or any spot on Google Street View into Tabletop Simulator. So I said, I want to go find Barkmann's Corner, because it's clearly a real place. We know about it. And so I went out and I did some research and I did some digging, and I found what I thought was Barkmann's Corner. And I was excited and I posted some pictures. But then I found out, and it's a long, complicated story, but then I found out that I was wrong. That the place I found along the road between it's a long, winding path, and it's pretty clear where Barkmann was. But it turned out I was wrong by a couple kilometers. And in fact, I was contacted by a guy whose relatives knew Barkmann, who actually met him when he was mayor of the little town he was from, and who walked with him to the spot where his corner was. And so, without further ado, I give you Barkmann's Corner. Now, the first thing is, we're obviously on the road, but there it is. That's the track that Barkmann pointed at. That's the spot, that's the track down which he came, and that goes up if you keep traveling to the north to the village from which he was coming. The story goes he was sitting in that village and he was told, there are tanks on the way and there are planes on the way. And so he pulled down. But the amazing thing is, according to Barkmann, he didn't park here on the left side of the road or straight ahead as I'm looking at it, over on this space or in this general area. He knew the rules of the road, and being German, he pulled over here. But there it is. There's the view. Now, obviously, this road is radically different. The hills are different. It's the signage. He even got the little sign for the quarry right there. But this is it. This is the vista. This is the view from Barkmann's Corner. And finding something like that is pretty special and pretty cool. So I'm very, very pleased we could do it. And I'm very, very pleased we could integrate it into our game today. Now, this is a learning game of this system, which, just having read it a little bit, is not particularly complicated. So I'm not worried it's going to take us too very long. But let's dig into it anyway. So we're going to go and we're going to start, because this is really a game about these cards. These unit cards. And in this case, according to the scenario, I get this one. A Sherman 75, who is gung-ho. And look at these statistics. The first number, and look at the card. You looking at yours, Velker?
Yep.
First number, that's the initiative. All right? Mm-hmm. The second one is attack. The third is defense. And the fourth is damage capacity, how many wounds you can take. All right? So let's start going through the rules, since that seems to be the way of things. So we've looked at all those things. During the game, we're going to do the following things. We're going to move, we're going to shoot, and then we're going to have command. Simple enough. Okay. And he suddenly realizes that he has made a grievous mistake and must needs go get something from another area. Hopefully we can do this very quickly.
And let's hope it doesn't crash.
Don't say things like that. I don't even want to hear that. So, that was a good omen. There they are. Look at that. Nothing to it, right?
Yeah.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Easy peasy lemon.
Difficult, lemon difficult. All right, good. We got that there. We're going to have to remember to put that in there. All right, we're good now. Continuing on. We're still going to see so many rules. All right, we got our table set up. And then I am the attacker. I know this to be true. The attacker wins ties on initiative, while the defender chooses which side they want to deploy on. We've done our deployment. We'll talk about deployment in a second. But movement. Movement starts with the tank with the lowest initiative.
Okay.
Because you have the lowest initiative, you've got to show your hand to the other guys. All right? So you want a higher initiative because the lowest goes first, the highest goes last. To move your tank, you place the measuring arrow touching any part of your tank and facing in any direction.
Okay.
Then you pick up the tank and place it anywhere along the arrow, squared up against the tail. The arrow has two pieces. It's over here. The tail and the head. So what you do is you go like this, stick it up against any part of the tank you like. And all you got to do, you can go that much, you can go this much, you do whatever you want to do, but you can't go any farther than the head.
Okay.
And you're going to snug it up right against the body of the arrow. All right? That's how you're going to move. If your tank is moving rapidly, it can move again in the exact same way. So you can go twice.
All right.
Once you're done moving, you're going to place one of these speed tokens. Excuse me. See these here? Mm-hmm. They're going to indicate how many moves you did this turn. Mm-hmm. Bigger deal when you got more tanks. I'm pretty sure we can keep track of it, but you never know. Hey, it's Ron. How are you? Good to see you. You're going to place the speed token. That shows how many times you moved, and that's going to make you harder to hit. But you can also stay stationary. I'm going to stand still, which makes your shots more accurate. You got to stick along that rapid movement. All easy, easy, easy. Buildings block line of sight. They are impassable. Woods block line of sight and give cover. Woods can give cover to tanks on their edges. Tanks completely within a wood, and anything they shoot at are in cover. Woods do not. This is crazy to me. They do not hinder movement. Right?
What?
I know, but true. Destroyed tanks block line of sight to tanks hidden behind them and give cover to tanks partially behind them. You can't go through a dead tank. All right? That's all for movement. That was it.
Cool.
You blinked, you missed it. In the shooting phase, well, we're going to shoot. Now, in this case, the highest initiative goes first.
All right.
Because they have the initiative. You're going to pick your target. There are no range limits.
No.
Okay?
For shooting?
For shooting. Because these, look, on a board this size.
This probably isn't that far.
Right. We have no assault guns, so all you have to do is draw a line from the turret to the other tank. That's it. When shooting, you roll attack dice. You roll as many dice as you have your attack number. That's how many dice you roll.
Okay.
So how many does your panther have?
My panther has 5.
Cool. Every roll of 4 or 5 is a hit, and a 6 is a critical.
All right.
You may re-roll all attack dice for a tank that remained stationary instead of moving.
Ah,
But you'll notice you must roll all the dice,
gotcha.
not just the misses.
Okay.
Must choose, must choose. Then you're going to roll defense dice. You roll your defense dice. The number you roll is your tank's defense number, modified for movement, cover, close range, side shots, and any relevant crew and upgrade cards. You can never roll more than 6 defense dice. 4 or 5 cancels a hit or a critical, but that's chosen by the shooter. So obviously I'm going to try to cancel your, if you're canceling my hits, I'm not going to let you cancel my criticals.
Right.
But if you roll a 6, you get to pick.
That one?
Yep.
Okay.
You get 1 tank die. You get an extra defense die for each move that the shooting tank made. Okay?
Again?
Every move I make, if I'm shooting at you, so 1 or 2,
Right.
you get an extra defense die.
Ah, cool. Okay.
You get 1 for every move that you made. So
Oh,
speeding along makes you much harder to hit is the point.
gotcha.
Cover. You get 1 extra die if you're in cover. You get cover if you cannot draw a line from the turret to at least 3 corners of the target die without passing through any other tank or any terrain that blocks line of sight. Ignore terrain directly underneath the shooting tank.
Okay.
Subtract 1 defense die if the target is within 1 movement arrow. So if you're close up.
No terrain.
And I subtract 1 defense die if it is a side shot.
Ooh. That's no fun.
Every hit that is not canceled is 1 point of damage. If it's a critical hit, one of those 6s, the target player draws a critical card for each critical hit that is not canceled. If the card has a damage effect, mark off the number of damage points. If the card has a special effect, we do that immediately. If it is repairable, place it under the tank card to remind you can fix it. Mm-hmm. And Final Fury. Even if a tank has all of its damage points crossed off and will be destroyed at the end of the turn, it can still shoot while its turn. It still gets to go.
Cool.
And in the command phase, we destroy tanks that took all their damage, check for victory. We seek to repair damage. Each tank may attempt to repair the special effect of 1 critical card with the repairable keyword. 4, 5, 6, you discard the card. Those are all the rules.
Oh. Easy.
All right. Hey, Red Sacks. Yes, in the shooting phase, we will shoot. Can't believe I left this stupid menu up. There we go. So we're going to deploy our tanks. By the way, let's talk about our tanks. What do we have that's special? My Sherman is a 6 initiative, 4 combat dice, 1 defense die, and 6 damage it can take. But it's also gung-ho. I can treat this tank as making 1 less move than shown on its special die when calculating its target's defense die. That means if I have 2 movement, you only get 1 extra die.
So bonus damage.
Just I'm coming to get you.
Right.
Let's take a look at yours. What do you got? Well, you've got 2 things. First, you have a Panther, which has a 7 initiative. Oh boy. 5 attack, 2 defense, 6 wounds, but you also have Blitzkrieg. This tank may make a single move instead of making a repair die. So you, after we're all done moving, all done shooting, can get a free arrow of movement.
Yeah. That's what.
But you also have
Ernst.
Ernst Barkmann. If this tank does not score any uncancelled hits or critical hits with its first attack, do it again.
For free?
Yep.
And does that mean I still get to keep the first one?
Well, no. If you don't get any uncancelled hits or critical hits. So you get to hit me the first time.
Nice.
In addition, you can attempt a repair and blitzkrieg.
I have a super tank.
You are Barkmann. All right. So let's go take a quick look at the scenario. I don't think there are any particular special rules. Again, it's particular. Let's see here. The Americans have broken through. You must delay them in order to give OB West, the German High Command, time to prepare a cohesive defensive position from which the Amis can be stopped. The Americans, you must attack and destroy all resistance. The time is now. Set up the scenario. We do that. Good, good, good. Yeah, you have all that. Good. Yes, 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 yes. That's it. All right. We set up within one arrow of our corner. So this way and this way. So that sort of makes a box. Me the same. Not complicated. Keep it simple, stupid.
I'm set up.
I can't believe it. All right, hiding over there, are you? Well, that's the initial setup. Let's say hi. Here we go. Realized I didn't put a quick reference sheet. Who's on? Interesting. And Red, just to ask the question I asked before, you've, on our video subscription, you've hit the little alarm bell thingy that you have to also hit? Because YouTube, in its eternal wisdom, said you have to both subscribe and hit that little bell.
So after you subscribe, to the right of the subscription bar, there will be a little bell that you can hit.
Yeah, and that's what alerts you. So I'm assuming you've done that. I don't know, though. All right, so I did take a picture. We now know that I have to bring up the quick reference sheet. There it is. Movement shooting command. I don't know what's so complicated. Here we go. Remember, never more than 6 dice. I see us screwing that up. 6 defense dice. All right, here we go. Yeah, he says he did it, so
I don't know.
We're doing something else wrong. I got to take a look how we're doing it. All right, but here we go. You have the higher initiative. You're 7, I'm 6.
Mm-hmm.
So I go first. I move first.
Yes.
I suppose how to use this. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Tankety, tankety, tankety. Your turn. Come for me, Barkmann.
I've got my tank. Set the arrow up right there. And go near. Fast tank. And I will go once. Can I go once more now?
Oh, yes.
Yes, cool.
Can always go the 2.
Oh, there we go. Into the trees I go.
All right, mark yourself with a 2. I don't think it matters. Well, we certainly can't see each other. I don't think.
Nope.
Nope. All right, so that's next turn. No shooting. Neither of us has won. So we keep going. I go again.
So what is victory?
Killing us. Killing each other.
So I need to get both of you?
Yep.
Or you have to get me?
Yep.
Cool. This seems like it'll be a rather quick battle, but who knows?
Yeah, who knows? That's right, folks. Lazy boy trees. Don't leave home without them.
He's not wrong. Is turning free?
Yep. Just point that arrow anywhere you want to go. So my guys both went 2.
Cool. My panther is going to put this right here. Put there.
Mm-hmm.
Turn. Put here. And then let's put this here. And I'll turn this way.
You're peeking out of those trees. Aren't you?
I am. Gonna do the pew pew.
All right, so you shoot at me, I shoot at you.
Yep.
We can see each other. We both have cover. How many dice do you get?
5.
But, however, you move 2 and I move 2.
So that's minus 4.
No, that's on the defense dice. Remember, you always roll 5 dice to hit. So I'm going to get probably all... Well, we'll see how many I get to defend. So you're going to roll 5 dice for hitting. And you want 4 and 5 are regular, 6 is a crit.
1 hit and 1 crit.
1 hit, 1 crit. Let's see here. I get 1 defense usually. Oh, boy. I get 1 defense usually. However, I move 2 and you move 2. 4. So I get 5 dice to defend. And I'm in cover, which is 6.
If you miss this...
6
so you get
dice,
7.
and that's the... No, you can't... Remember, that's the rule. You can't ever have more than 6.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't hear that. Sorry.
No, that's the rule. I see. We got to it so quickly, I didn't forget it. I honestly figured I would... Yeah, you can never remove 6 defense dice. Cool.
All right, cool. Deal. Cute.
So, I get 6 dice. I need 4s and 5s. I need 4s and 5s to block. Or 4, 5, 6, actually. Wow!
1.
So I blocked the 5, but not the 6. Dun, 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 dun. Card. Target player discards 1 crew card from this tank. I have none.
Done.
They say that there is a bullet with your name on it. Your bullet happens to be an anti-tank round.
2 damage.
And also 2 damage. We have my where'd my damage markers go?
What?
I thought sure I brought them in.
I brought one. I have one, so you can just copy.
Yeah.
Bring 2.
If I upon it. Oh, bugger. Why didn't I? There it is. Oh, lazy boy trees. How did we ever do this without you?
Thank you, lazy boy. You're the best.
You are the best. All right. Now I get to shoot at you. Here I come, blam blam. I'm shooting 4 dice. This is obviously not in a good place. So put it over here.
Mine is up to...
Yeah, let's just put it over here. We're not anywhere near here, are we?
Yeah.
I get 4 dice.
1 hit.
That's a crit.
And I get
What is your defense?
2.
2. However, you're in cover, so that's 3.
6.
And then 4, 5, 6. So you get 6 dice as well.
Got it.
All right, so you... Wow! You didn't roll that well. I'm surprised.
I got 2 of them, though. So.
All right, so that was it. So now we clear it off.
Did anyone win?
Not yet. Where'd my move marker go? It's buried here in the trees.
I don't see it.
Did it go away? All right.
I might have taken that one.
All right, it's your... oh, that's right. You have the initiative, so I will go first.
So this is a very simple game, I guess.
It is at that. Well, let's face it. It's a game that involves using a big red arrow to shoot. To move.
Shoosting time. Yes.
I'm done. And it's shoosting time. You shoos first.
Yep. So neither of us moved this time.
Mm-hmm.
So I get 5 dice.
Get your 5 dice to hit me.
And I can re-roll if I wish.
If you wish to.
Yep. And I do.
Holy cow. Yeah, re-roll them all. Oh, that was
That's
better.
much better.
4 hits, one of them a crit. And I get this.
2 more because you're in cover.
Wow. So stay. Wow.
Might have wanted to back up and then move back up again. Just to.
No, you can't do that. You got to move the arrow and you got to face that way.
Right. So you face it back.
Oh, I see what you're
back,
saying. Yeah.
Turn it back. Move back.
Wow. Whew. All right. Well, I get to roll 2 dice to block your 4 hits. Come on.
3. Right?
No, 2 dice. No, it's no my. Oh, that's right. I have a defense of 1, and I get
And
1
you
for
get
the cover.
Oh, it's 1 for cover. Okay.
Yeah. Let me look. Pretty sure.
I thought it was 2, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yep. I get 2 dice.
1.
I cancel 1, so 2 regulars and a crit get through. I've got 6 total,
I've
so
already taken 2, so I have 4 hits left.
that's 2 regulars. Now the
Now
crit.
the crit. Finish you off.
Stop it.
No.
Oh, at the end of the repair step, this tip. Oh, I have an engine fire.
If this crosses off, it is immediately destroyed.
So I take 1 more. Oh, no. Yep.
He's done, right?
He will be, but remember.
Wait, it's repairable.
So I've got to repair the fire, basically.
And if you don't, well,
So I can shoot at you. 5 dice. 4 dice. 4 dice. 4 dice with the ability to reroll.
yep.
Blam. Wow. 1 hit.
Do you wish to reroll?
I do.
2 and a
2. 1 of them is a crit. Now you too have the same problem I did, and I think your armor's better.
Yeah, I have 2.
2 plus 1, 3.
3 dice. Let's see. I ignore
You're a jerk.
I ignore both. I am Barkmann. What do you mean?
You are Barkmann.
I'm Ernst Barkmann.
Ernst Barkmann. All right, so I need a 4, 5, or 6 to re-roll this thing. Otherwise, that tank is toast.
It's a burnt toaster. Can he do it?
Yes.
Ooh, safe.
Repaired. So we discard the card.
My goodness. 5 damage though.
Yep. My turn.
For movement.
Yeah, movement.
We'll just know that you move back and forth, if that's what you want to do. Unless you're running away like a little chicken, as Vance would say.
What makes you believe that?
He is running away like a chicken.
I think you're being very judgy.
Yes, what if I am? That's a side shot for me now.
You can't see me.
How can I not?
You see, you're coming right through those trees. You cannot see me.
You are in clear view. Look at from my point.
You are not. Look at my view. I'm in the trees. No, I'm a no-seams.
Wait, okay. Look from my point.
I'm a no-seams.
Look. You are definitely pointing out. You're easily poking out through the tree.
No-seams.
What?
I am a no-seams. Okay, this guy.
where you're sticking?
Just see how easily you can do this.
My turn for moves?
Yep. Traded blow with Barkmann, and I didn't like it.
Except a blow wasn't traded your way. It was just all Barkmann. Done?
Hmm.
Hi. Closest one.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. You gonna die. You gonna die. You gonna go boom.
All right, the first question is, I'm not within. No, I'm not. All right.
You wanna go?
Yeah, well, it's your shot, handsome.
So we both... Okay, 5 dice.
Yeah.
Right? Is that my... Yes, it is. Okay. I do not get to re-roll. That is 3 hits, 1 regular, 2...
Would you... What it...
Velker rolls, my dude.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice.
Where's that coming from?
You move twice, I move twice.
Okay, sorry. You ignore 2.
Block, block. So I block the crit.
No, what?
Yeah,
2 crits.
because it's a... How many crits did you have?
2. I have 1 regular and 2 crits.
So 1 crit gets through.
Mm-hmm.
You know...
Jammed turret.
This tank gains the assault gun rule. Ah, means I can only shoot 180 degrees in front of me. But it is it repairable? It is. Good.
100. What's wrong with 180 degrees in front of you?
Oh, that's crazy. The car got really big all of a sudden.
Why? What are you doing?
Whoa, so weird.
Why? How did it? Huh?
Magic powers.
Because it went to this.
Yeah.
That says.
Magic powers. All right,
That
yes.
makes sense.
It's all right. So I get the assault gun roll. Great.
What is that?
That means I don't have a rotatable turret. My turret is stuck.
Oh.
So, but I get to shoot at you.
You'll take a damage. Did you mark that?
Ooh, we forgot my gung ho ability. I don't think it mattered on the one shot, but probably the other one.
Let's see. 1 less.
One you get 1 rather than 2 defense dice from me.
Okay.
But I'm now rolling 4 dice to hit you. There we go. 2 hits and a crit. You get 2. You move 2, so you get 2, 4, 5 for cover. Yeah, you get 6 anyway.
Wait, what? Okay, so I move 2. You
Right.
move 2.
Well,
4.
you start out with 2.
Okay, yeah, I get 6. You're right. I'm doing quick maths, and it wasn't very quick.
You make me so angry.
You were so happy, and now you're dead. Okay, you're not dead, but you're still salty. Ooh.
Oh, I'm salty, all right. All right, I'm going to try to repair this mess. 4, 5, 6.
No, he can't.
And I do.
He can. Still 1 damage, though.
Yep.
Or do you get rid of the damage?
Nope.
Okay. I am Barkmann!
I gotta do this. I ain't gonna make it. Next turn, by the way, obviously.
Right. I wish to make a move.
Yeah, you're gonna sit right there and wait, is what you're
No,
gonna
but I
do.
have Blitzkrieg.
Oh!
During my repair.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, you may Blitzkrieg. Go ahead.
Wants to move this way.
All right.
Done. I want to get rid of this other tank before it messes me up further. Hey, whoa there, bud. Oh no, you're a meanie!
We decided that playtime is over.
Except for the part where I'm a ninja and you can't hit me.
Yeah, well, given. All right, your move, ninja.
You thought I would stick to those trees? Aha! I'm smarter than you think I am. Slightly. Maybe just a bit, but yes.
I'm thinker than you smart I am.
Hello. I get out of your bad butt shooting.
Oh, yes. That is definite butt shooting.
Now I come for your face hole.
What are you talking about? Okay, you start.
Wee. Alright. First shot. 5 rolls on your boy.
Yeah, I figured.
5 dice. 5 rolls. Wow. 3 hits, 2 hits, 1 crit.
2 hits and a crit. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Can he get 3 out of the 5? Otherwise, he's dead.
Nope.
Nope.
Kaboom!
Well, let's see what crit.
Well, he still gets to fight. Give me a second.
That's true. I forgot about that. No.
What?
That you can do that. Whoa, those guys are interesting. That makes me laugh every time I see it. The super stretchy boys. Is this the smoke?
Oh, yes.
The smoke.
As Mr. Doug would say, any chance we have, we're going to put the particle effects out there. But not there yet. It's not there
Copy
yet.
and paste it over and over again.
Not there yet. We get to shoot. I believe I'm a 4,
Dice.
right?
4 dice.
4 dice. Here they come.
Here they are. Here they are.
Oh!
I get 6.
Okay, nope. You're going to get 5.
What?
Here's why. You start out with 2,
Gung-ho.
right? Right. 2 for that. Gung Ho is 3, and then you get 2 for your move. So 5. You don't get cover.
Yeah,
5 dice.
okay.
Come on, get him.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, I did.
What?
Oh, that's right. You blocked 3.
I blocked 4.
I hate you.
Kaboo!
My hatred of you is very great.
Let's take off the turret.
Yep.
And put the smoke there. Can we copy and paste it so it's just a massive, thick pillar of smoke? Oh, I see how this is. Okay.
Although I suppose what I should do...
That's what I said.
There it is.
Now it's tilted too.
Mm-hmm. Bernie tank.
I thought you were about to say Bernie Sanders.
All right, now
And now shoot me in my butt.
this other guy wants
I
to talk to
dare
you.
Can you hit me?
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely.
From your turret?
Remember, turrets don't count. Remember, I fixed it. And oh, not close enough. You get away. So but that side shot takes 1 defense die away, I believe. Yeah.
Yes. I believe this.
So you lose 1 defense die. Yeah, I get it. 2 Shermans against a Panther is not a good day necessarily, but you'd think we'd have a little something for Hosebag here.
Especially since you're coming from 2 sides.
Yeah. 4 dice. Here they come. Pow.
Choose between.
All right, guys, come up behind him. Ah! Nothing.
Miss.
Nothing.
Can I roll for defense?
No.
To
In fact,
re-
you can't.
To reinforce my armor.
My turn.
Blitzkrieg.
Oh, you stink. Go for it.
How are you?
Hello. It's nice to be seeing you.
I will be seeing you. Ka-chow.
Your jammy go blow.
Hey, like me now. My name. Well, where are you going? I wish to talk to you.
Oh, I know you are wishing to talk to me.
I wish to talk to you, and yet you seem like you wish to run away, and I do not understand it. We're just going for each other's flanks at this point. Just near through the trees. Through the trees. How does that even work?
That's what I got.
My darn.
Yeah, this was coming.
Okay, have any.
Remember, you got to put the tail of it. You got to put that. You got to touch it with this.
I'm just trying to do, but it moves a lot every time I try to do this.
Well, I mean, that's because you're not there. It's got to be there.
What? What do you mean?
There. That's better. You want me to set it? Oh, yeah, I was kind of tempted. I was wondering about setting it to no raise.
Where am I? Okay. And then I'll put it like this.
Nope, you can't do that.
I ram
That's
you.
the point.
Can I ram you?
Nope. Yeah, you can turn. Clearly, you can just pivot it. Yeah.
I'll just pivot it like this.
Mm. No. You got to be snug to the thing.
So that means it's right here. Hello.
You first.
Ka-chow. I move twice. You move twice. And
No,
right
that's
now.
all defense.
5 dice.
Oh! Oh! The dice decide to swerve!
No. Hard left turn.
Hard left turn on the Velker dice. 4 for me.
How though? I'm shooting at your side. Wait, we're right next to each other. What does that mean?
That means you get 1 fewer die.
Oh.
So,
You hit me twice.
we both move twice.
And we're covered.
We both move twice. The cover isn't going to matter. We're both in it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I get 6 defenses.
you start out with 2. You get 1 from my gung ho, which is 3. You lose 1 because we're this close.
Okay.
And you move 2, so you get 4.
And we're in cover, right?
We're not in cover.
We're not?
No, we're next
So
to each other.
4.
Freaking well next to each
Okay,
other.
4 dice.
4 dice, yeah. Come on. Get him!
Nope.
You
I am a panther!
I know you. I can see that. You gonna
Ka-chow!
blitzkrieg on me?
Nope. I'm sticking right where I am.
Yeah, I figured.
I'm good. You want to just stick there?
No!
Why not? We are friends. Why do you not like me? You're just gonna show me your rear end? Huh?
Oh, God.
Where are you go- Get chicken! You forgot your damage, friend.
It's right with me.
Chicken.
2.
I'm gonna stick where I am.
You're sticking?
Yeah, I can still shoot you from right there.
Yeah,
and
you
I
can.
get your rear end.
Yeah, you sure can.
And is that within an arrow? It is not.
No.
How long are these arrows?
I don't know.
You say
6?
they're 4.4.
4 inches and change.
Mm-hmm.
Your shot. What do you got? 5 dice?
5 dice. Come on. Yeah, I'll take that.
You disgust me. You seriously switch dice. I demand it. Ah. So I start with a base of 1. I move to. You want to re-roll that?
No, I'm good.
You're good. Yeah.
I'm good.
So
Actually, I'm
I
feeling worse.
I moved a base of 1. I get 1. I moved 2.
It's
But it's a back shot, so 2.
It's only -1?
Yeah.
For back shot?
Yeah, it's just if you're not to the front, it's minus
Okay.
1.
So 2.
3 dice. Or 2 dice. 2 dice to block, what, 4?
4. And they're 3 crits. Black neither. I'm pretty sure that's boom, isn't it?
4. No. Oh, yeah, it is.
No, it's not. 4 hits.
You hit me 3 crits, and yeah, 4 hits, and I think I'm... Oh, no, that's right, I got 6. Technically, I have 6, so give me 1 damage. My first crit...
2. Lucky hit.
Lucky hit, that's 2 damage. Great. So I'm dead right there.
Nope, you have 4.
Yeah, I am. No, that's a double. Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah.
Let's see if there are any... That's 2 more, yeah.
Damaged engine. Good.
I make 1 move per turn.
So I am definitely dead. And my third. Great. This tank cannot move. Excellent. So you shot me to pieces. I do get a shot at you.
Can a one-shot...
I get a shot at you.
Can
Yes,
I
I can, in fact. I can do it.
You can?
Because technically you're sideways. This is a side shot.
Oh, it is.
But that washes the cover. I could. On a crit, I could.
You get all crits.
Come on now. 4 dice.
Ooh! Oh!
4 hits. So
3
2.
hits and 1...
You start with 2, and I move 2. So 4. 4 dice.
4 dice to block 4. I block none.
Uh-oh.
You can't kill me.
Yes, I can. You don't know what that crit is.
Is it going to be 3?
That's 3 hits. Stop it.
No, stop.
All right, and now you draw a damage card. Big damage.
I
Big
think you can
damage.
get a 3.
Big damage.
Boom. 0.
Ah!
Failed out.
This tank
cannot
cannot-
move or shoot. I just left.
Cannot move or shoot.
I just get out. It's like,
So you have to. So basically, you'd be stuck there
I can blitzkrieg.
until. No, you can't. You can't move or shoot until you repair it.
Wait, this tank may attempt to repair while using... Wait, when I missed you, I could have hit you again.
No, you
Was
didn't
I
miss.
Barkmann?
No. The first time you shot, and the first time you shot, I checked that you did damage.
No, the very first.
Yeah.
Like when I missed, like I was right next to you and I completely missed because I'm Barkmann. If this
No. That's not it, is it?
score any uncancelled hits or critical hits
With its first attack.
it's only just the very
Yes.
first.
Yeah, you get this.
What?
That's an incredible advantage because Barkmann at Barkman's corner did that. That was the whole thing. He started off by one-shotting guys. So Barkman's crew has bailed out because of this massive side shot. Nonetheless, he is clearly whopped up on the Americans. Holy cow. That was not pretty. Oh my! Yep. And Ronald says, "So it's a draw."
Sure.
No.
Let's say that.
Let's say it isn't at all. My goodness. So that was a big win, even though your boys bailed out at the end as a result of a critical hit. That was still a huge win. So, wow, this game plays quickly.
Oh yeah, it does. I thought it would, and it just.
Yeah, this
it's
game
fast.
this game does not hang around, does not dawdle. So for those who have come by to see how the game would play and want to know what's going on with tomorrow's Saturday Night Fights, let's have a look, shall we, at the first scenario for Saturday Night Fights. I decided we'd play at Barkman's corner.
Again. 4.
Except this time, we'll see how many players we get. You can see we've got a whole bunch of sets out. And everybody's going to buy 50 points worth of stuff. We're actually not going to start here. We're going to start over in the shopping center, which is a whole nother setup. We're going to cut and paste all the stuff that everybody wants to buy. And everybody who plays gets 50 points worth of toys. and they're going to come with their 50 points worth of toys. We're going to come in here, and we're going to shoot the living daylights out of each other. So that is the plan. Now, I also have... Now, I don't have the background that I want for this yet. So this is... Need more tanks. Yeah, real quick. Absolutely need more tanks. We're going to be... So this one will be a big, big battle. But I also have, and I've been playing around with this one, and if it runs that quickly, it may not, but if it does, we'll come over here to number 2, which is something just a little bit different.
Lots of buildings.
Oh, yes. So a lot of hide and seek, a lot of sneaky peeky, and yes, that's right. We always had the Pig of Royth in Napoleonic battles. In World War II battles, we have the Sheep of Khan. This is the official Khan map from Gale Force 9. So, wow. So we did this in less than an hour.
With rules.
With rules learning. So this really hauls some freight. So, well, we're not going to hang around too much longer and belabor matters. We just want to encourage everyone to come by for Saturday Night Fights. Well, actually, the first thing tomorrow will be Velker and I getting together for Year Round with Commands and Colors. That will be earlier in the day. We actually have a battle to play. So we're going to get together. And this one required me to build my very first significantly sized Spanish army. So I had to really go digging to try to find some of those troops. My goodness. But then tomorrow night, Saturday Night Fights, we will get together and play tanks. And just might as well finish up with this. This is, as it were, the shopping mall. Let's, where did that go? There it is. Everybody's going to be allowed to come on in here and buy 50 points worth of toys.
Apparently failing to load a lot of models for me.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I'm just getting all sorts of error messages.
Huh.
It looks fine, though.
All right. So as long as you've got the cards, you can tell me what you want and I'll bring them over. Because I've got all the models for sure. Not just do you get the tanks, but you also get these special units. You can, for example, get a Bulldog mascot for 2 points.
I can get a mascot?
You can get some famous commanders that match your unit. And then, of course, you get all the tanks and you get to pick the die. And we're going to get on in there and get crazy. So that's what we are going to do tomorrow. Whew. Well, that's a lot. I want to thank everybody who came out and hung out with us. Oh, my goodness. Yay! Yes, marginal victory for the Americans is what Red Sack says.
Yes, of course.
Woohoo!
Woo! Yeah, good job.
When? What time? It'll be 1900 GMT -6 or 1700 Central Standard or Daylight Time. Yeah, there will be no used tank sale. Everybody's going to come on in and grab some tanks and play. So, again, please, please, please feel free to join us. We always love having people come by, and it looks like this will be a real crazy one. In the meantime, I am Cyrano.
I'm Velker.
And we hope you all have a great evening.
Good night or good evening, whatever time you are, have a good one.